Hello, Ravens fans, and welcome to this year's national preview. I'm Aaron Schneider, Sports Information Director at Anderson University, and joining us for our track and field national preview is women's track and field senior Emily Smatlak and head coach Saul Stevens. Emily, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right, good. So to kick things off, tell us a little bit about your season and basically returning to nationals and how you ended up getting here.
Yeah, so I feel very blessed this season just to be able to compete because, again, last season we were not able to have outdoor due to COVID. We've had more of an abbreviated season this year. It's been a little bit less meets than usual, but Coach Stevens has put in a lot of work trying to schedule as many meets as he could to give us as many shots as we could to just compete and do well. So I think we had 5 or 6 meets during the season, and yeah, just getting to train and compete has really been a blessing.
All right, so your key performance where that kind of got you onto the national leaderboard and kind of secured things was at the Pacesetter Sports Invitational at Indiana State. You had your one really good throw that's sticking onto the national leaderboard. You were 14th at the time of the national qualifying announcements. So tell me about that throw in particular.
That was my second throw of the meet, and I had just been thinking, okay, keep the jab back and really extend and stretch, and that's been kind of one of the key phrases of the season, is keep back until the last possible second to get that really explosive component. And that in that particular throw, I was able to do that. And it just flew a lot better, and it had a better release point than all of my other throws have been this year. And so I'm looking to build upon that for nationals, and I'm excited to just build upon the release point, keeping back and planting well.
Okay, and then so for the viewers at home, give kind of some background of what goes into a complete javelin throw. There's it's a lot more complicated than just throwing it far.
Yeah, it's a pretty technical event. You start with some jogging, you increase your speed, you go into cross steps, and then comes the explosive moment where you have to set it upright. You have to have your arm back all the way. You have to stretch out your front plant leg, and it needs to be locked. And you need to get your hip around, your other arm around, and then you have to release it well. And it all happens in a split second. And what's unique too is the run up. It just depends on the athlete. Some athletes only do a couple steps and a couple cross steps. Some have a lot longer of a run up, and it's kind of tailored to the athlete and their speed.
Okay, and what have you found on your technique that generally works?
I personally do 4 steps and then 3 crossovers. That's something we've worked out in college because it's kind of a good middle ground. It gets me to the speed I need to be at without having me slow down or get overtired. And yeah, that's just the 4 and the 3, and getting the plan out there is just kind of all the little puzzle pieces put together.
And then do you have a specific part in terms of the process that you feel like that on a consistent basis you don't really have a lot of you can always get better, but is there a specific part of the technique where you've pretty much always felt pretty comfortable about?
I think the transition from the forward jogging into the cross steps is something that I've always felt pretty comfortable with. It's more so it's getting to the plant. That's the hard thing for me
Okay.
sometimes. But yeah, just that transition has always been pretty fluid and easy.
Okay, so so getting back to the nationals, obviously, you know, this is your second time round after qualifying for nationals in your sophomore season. So what's different for you in your second time round?
I think the experience is key. Having been there before once, I kind of understand the environment, and how other athletes are going to be interacting with each other, how the coaches are going to be, just being able to be calm and understand what I'm supposed to be doing and focus on what I'm, you know, just focusing on me and what I'm supposed to be doing and not getting distracted. I think that that's a big component. It's also really an exciting atmosphere. And so I'm excited to kind of feed into that excitement rather than nerves. So.
Okay, and then finally, what are you looking to, what's going to be key for you to be successful at nationals?
As far as my throw goes, it's just keeping long, keeping extended up into the plant. That release point is going to be a key thing. Making sure that I finish the throw, get my body around when I'm planting. And I think, again, just relaxing and taking a deep breath before I throw is also going to be important, and just enjoying it. So yeah, excited.
All right. Well, I think I've covered the questions I wanted to. Emily, is there anything you want to add? Or Coach Stevens, if you have anything as well.
Yeah, I'll add. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who's supported me through this track season, friends, family. The track family's been awesome. And just even the teachers on campus who have just constantly been like, congratulations. It really is kind of a team effort, and that encouragement means a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is in a nutshell. Her family unit, which is this whole Anderson group, you know, has been very supportive, and it does make a difference within her performance. It makes a difference within all the kids' performances. You know, the more support, the better. You know, and she's reaping the rewards of what her hard work and effort has been over this. Well, I can't say this year, but I'll say since sophomore year, seeming that we didn't get outdoors last year. You know, she's put in the work, and here we are. So we're just going to try and put our best arm forward and see what happens. Go from there. What a smile.
All right. Well, I think I've covered the question I wanted to. Ravens fans, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow along with our live results as Emily competes in the nationals on Thursday. The javelin throw begins at 5 p.m. And then be sure to follow along any more YouTube content that we put out. And then Emily, Coach Stevens, thank you for joining us, and good luck on Thursday.
Thank you.
Thank you.